Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. We're going to explore a fascinating and complex topic: white-collar and organized crime. This presentation will provide a clear understanding of what these crimes entail, their historical development, and the significant impact they have on society. We'll also delve into the challenges that law enforcement faces in tackling these sophisticated criminal activities. I'm excited to take you through this overview and shed light on these important issues. White-collar crime involves nonviolent financial or corporate misconduct, usually carried out by individuals or organizations within professional environments. Common examples include fraud, insider trading, and embezzlement, all activities that can severely undermine trust and economic systems. On the other hand, organized crime consists of structured groups that coordinate illegal activities in a systematic way. These groups are often involved in serious offenses like extortion, drug trafficking, and racketeering. Both white-collar and organized crime pose major challenges for law enforcement agencies, not only because of their complexity, but also due to the significant threats they present to economic stability and public safety. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for addressing and combating their impact effectively. The history of white-collar crime in the U.S. really came into the spotlight with the Teapot Dome scandal back in 1929. This case was all about high-level government corruption and bribery involving oil reserves. What made it significant was how it raised public awareness and drew legal attention to these kinds of offenses, setting an important precedent for how white-collar crime would be viewed and handled in American history. In the 1980s, several notable white-collar crimes came to light, highlighting significant issues in the financial world. First, Ivan Boesky became infamous for insider trading, using confidential information to make illegal profits. Then there was Michael Milken, often called the junk bond king, who was convicted of securities fraud and manipulating markets to his advantage. Another major event was the savings and loan crisis, which exposed widespread corruption and poor management, leading to many financial institutions failing and requiring massive government bailouts. Together, these cases revealed deep vulnerabilities in the financial markets and showed that existing regulatory systems were not equipped to handle such misconduct effectively. White-collar crime encompasses a variety of illegal activities, and it's important to understand the key types. First, we have financial fraud, where individuals use deceptive practices to gain financial advantage or cause losses to others. A classic example of this is Ponzi schemes, where returns are paid to earlier investors using the capital of new investors rather than legitimate profit. Next is insider trading, which involves trading securities based on non-public, material information, basically using secrets to gain an unfair market advantage. Then there's securities fraud, which includes manipulating or spreading false information to trick investors into making poor decisions. Finally, large-scale institutional fraud targets banks and financial institutions. This can involve false reporting, loan fraud, or embezzlement, often causing significant harm to the financial system and its stakeholders. Each of these types of crimes poses serious risks and highlights the need for vigilant oversight. Organized crime refers to structured groups that carry out illegal activities in a systematic way. These groups are not random or chaotic. They have clear hierarchies and work in a coordinated manner to make profits from their unlawful ventures. Their operations go beyond simple crimes. They often engage in activities like extortion, trafficking, and corruption, which can have serious negative effects on communities. This widespread influence makes organized crime particularly difficult for law enforcement agencies to tackle, presenting unique challenges on a global scale. Understanding these key aspects is essential to addressing the threat they pose.